Hey, everybody. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Sweet. So I guess we'll give a minute for some people to join in. Hi, how are you? What's up, everybody? Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties. I'm not the best with technology. I'm okay. Kayla's better, but you know, to eat poop 5 times. Okay, like the chocolatey kind or the nutty kind. Hey, I appreciate that. I agree with that. To be healthy enough to see your grandchildren grow. Love that. Yeah. My family does not have the longest life expectancy. Doesn't mean that that's a sentence for you, but yeah, definitely understand that. My father passed at 61, and I just want to make sure that I don't have the same outcome. Kayla's parents both passed at a young age as well. So anyway, so look, not to get all sad, but yeah, so I just wanted to come on, do a Q&A with you guys, tell you, hey, I think it'd be cool to do these once a month, once every 2 months, once a quarter, whatever you guys think, and answer some comments, kind of chat with you a little bit, and show you my behind the scenes. Look, you see the Aoki Charizard right there, and that light. If that light's bothering you, I can move it. So this is what behind me really looks like. So let's see here. Start going through here. Let's see. I appreciate that. The chocolate chip type. Yeah, that's better. But I don't know if you're referring to the AMC stuff where on Wall Street Bets the gentleman said if it hit whatever it was going to hit, I think 40, 30, $50, that he would eat what you mentioned. And it did. So everybody's looking for him. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about or you're just being funny. Yeah, please power up the like button. I do appreciate all of your support. I see you on so many videos, and I appreciate y'all adopting my saying. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. I think I've shown you all this on the last one, but got the Dragon Balls right here on the set, kind of scattered without Shenron back there. Kayla made me into Thor right here. The guy thought he was funny. See, really doesn't connect, so he made sure his didn't connect. Yeah, whatever. So, but yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do truly enjoy investing. I think we all should do a little investing, even if it's only $100 to start learning. The best way to learn is by doing, and most definitely nothing. Okay, well, there's that. Yeah, good afternoon to you from Louisiana. That's where I'm from. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I have so many people that watch us from the Philippines. It's so crazy. And then, so not to make it weird, I say we a lot. I feel that is like me and Kayla. I feel it's like me and you. I've never really been an I kind of person. I don't have any partners in any of my investments. But once again, I say we a lot. I get that as a question. So if that's weird, my bad. Everyone smash the like button. Yeah. Maybe Graham will join in here. You never know. You never know. Yeah. So, and you gotta, I see Oliver's message right there. My goal is to stop working my butt off, to make someone else rich. You have to understand that being a W-2 employee, or working for someone else is good while you're learning. In the event that, the business goes out of business, that person has the risk. You have, a job, and in the event that that business goes out of business, you just go get another job where, that person loses their house, their car, whatever else, and I mean, I'm not talking about Amazon or any of those. I'm just talking about the mom and pop shops, that we all work for. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up, but y'all are starting to join in. So I do appreciate. Hey, look, King Pokemon's in the chat. Thank you, Mr. King Pokemon, right there. My great friend Gary, he's so amazing. We were just texting about his upcoming show. And that's going to be, I need to tune into our text messages, but maybe he'll share that with us if he's still watching. Yeah, DBZ is an amazing anime. Yeah, as far as a server, we're looking at a few of those things. I'll drop those real quick and then I'll get back to the comments because they look like there's a ton of good ones. But I'd like to have a Discord. I thought about doing a Facebook group. I am a big supporter of Graham's Real Estate Millionaire Mastermind page, but a lot of people are pretty toxic on that page. And so what I don't want to have happen is to just moderate it all day and it eat up my time to make videos for y'all, because I've got some videos I'm going to make shortly after the live stream's over. So, when you're working 120 hours a week trying to keep up, including YouTube, and that's without the editing, because now I only edit like 2 or 3 videos a month, where Dylan takes care of the rest. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd like to do some of those. So if you guys think those are great ideas, the Facebook page group, maybe like the Financial Super Saiyans, I don't know, something cool, and things like that. So I just think those would be cool. Let's see here. Scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Read that one. Let's see. Yeah, a vlog. So I don't know. All I do is kind of work. So like, hey, we went to a rental property today. Hey, I got yelled at by a customer. Hey, I made some YouTube videos. I struggle with it to think that, but I definitely think that would be cool to do a vlog. Hey, hey, long time no see. Hey, let's see. Well, missed it. That'd be cool. So to work on games, I think that would be awesome. I thought about developing an app, just more of a positivity app. I'm weird. I like to be positive, and I really think one of these days that'll be in for me. And then Graham made coffee, and I've always thought about making an energy drink as well. So never know, because I drink so much Spark, it's crazy, and it's cheap at home. Let's see. So, all right. So if you are broke and you move to a new city where you don't know anyone, what would you do first to level up? I like that question. So I would definitely try to either join civic organizations, which is like over here, you'll have things like Toastmasters. You'll have things that that will allow you to interact with people. Rotary is a good one. Even like down here, we have Mardi Gras crews. Those, I don't really count that as one, but if anything, it depends on your profession. But like if you're in sales per se, which is typically why you would want to meet more people, I would go and buy donuts. Donuts are super cheap. Go to the state farms. There's 100 of them in every single city. And drop those off with your card, and then just kind of let them know. Say, hey, look, I'm the local person selling new cell phones. I'm the person selling this. I'm the person selling that. And then just keep going in there. And eventually you won't be the donut person. You will be, their car person. And as soon as you close one person, you'll be able to close a few more and close a few more. And then you get the boss. And after you get the boss, then everybody else kind of follows suit, as long as he's good or she is a good boss. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Also, sales, I believe, is a way of life. So you do need to definitely go out, and every time you talk to someone, or meeting people, growing your influence, regardless of whatever you want to do with that. Doesn't have to necessarily be sales, but hey, and the next time you're in the market, could you, give me a shot? That's something I say to everybody. Kayla gets annoyed. I try to hire and sell something to everyone, not to you guys. So I haven't done any of that stuff. Let's see. Just some positive thinking. I want to know more about Main Squeeze. Yeah. So, where do you start? Main Squeeze has been a great company. It is a great company. They're growing super fast. It's very inexpensive to get involved in it. As far as starting a business, it's still super expensive, in my opinion. As far as an average store from start to get, from build out machinery and everything. I mean, you're talking somewhere around 350,000 bucks. It's not cheap, but it's something that I thought would be good to diversify with me. I'm good with people. My store has excellent reviews. We're at like a 4.8, 4.9 most months out of 5. But yeah, just I will definitely be making a lot more videos on that. So by all means, drop some more comments in those videos and in videos that I do, and I'll definitely take those into consideration, because we're going to be doing, to give you an example, we are going to be filming as much of the build out as possible, because it's 2.5 hours away from where I live. But I'll be doing that, talking about like the machinery we're buying, how much it total costs to get into one, things like that. So for sure, definitely we'll have more of that. I appreciate you, King Pokemon. Good stuff. Appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely try to be as inspirational as possible. Yeah, don't really like negativity. It doesn't do anybody any good. If I complained, Kayla would listen. That's it. Everybody else that would listen would be thrilled that I'm complaining and that I've maybe fell off a little bit, or, having a bad day, because misery loves company. But I tell you, if we're going to change the world, and this, I know it sounds like I'm a crazy person, but if this group is going to change the world, it has to be done through positivity. It has to be, if you open a door for someone, try and open the door for the next person you see, and they will now have brightened their day. And then hopefully they will open the door for the next person. I'm the weird guy that holds the door and waits for like 30 people to come. And when there's like 2 people, Kayla laughs at me. She'll just be waiting. Like, what are you doing? And so 2 people are like walking from their cars, and I'm like, all right, they're at the right distance where I'm just going to stand here for a minute. And they're like, you didn't have to wait. But it's that little bit of effort. Effort is one of the most attractive things to men and women. Effort is one of the most attractive things to employers. Effort is the most attractive thing to anyone. If you have someone putting effort into you, oh my gosh, how does that make you feel? Wonderful. So like I said, also, I want to know your goals. So drop any other ones in here while we're talking. I'm trying to get through them, and I apologize if I don't get to yours. I am, slow with all this stuff, and I talk too much. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, how did my reaction when Mr. Beast commented on my video? That was really cool. So he commented on my video, and it was the real Mr. Beast this time. I had, look, I'll show this to you. Give me 1 second. I'm on my phone. So I had this comment, and I don't know. And please, I am so sorry that the scammers like to comment on everybody's stuff. It drives me nuts. It happens on Graham's channel, happens on Jeremy's channel, happens on King Pokemon's channel, happens on everybody's channel, and it's just a thing that happens. Hold on, let me find it. So it was somebody claiming to be like Mr. Beast's manager. I don't know. Trying to find it for y'all. Here it is. So it says, hey, Grant, I'm Devin. I work for, basically, I don't know if it's backwards. I'm sorry. But yeah, it just says that he works for Mr. Beast. And, he wanted me to reach out. So I don't know. He doesn't have enough followers he has like as many followers as me on other things. So I don't know if he's real. But yeah, it was really cool. Long story short, not sure if I'm being scammed. I had Kayla make a new Grant Navarre YouTube account and then message him. So we did that off my other phone. So greetings from Peru. Hi. Let's see. Yeah. So as far as when I was little, I was weird. Okay. So I've always been pretty positive, always been pretty driven. And so as far as, I got asked a question from a, what was it, like a career fair. And I still remember they gave me like the triangle highlighter. I don't know if anybody, I'm 31. I'm almost 32. Well, kind of, yeah, months away. But anyway, I'm 31. And so the highlighters with like the three corners and all of them were different color. I don't know. That was the cool thing back then. And they handed this and they're like, you need to come work at the plants. And I was like, I'm going to probably sell cars. And, I'm also going to probably live in a duplex and rent the other side, and kill my living expenses and eliminate them. And that's what I'm going to do. And then, I'm just going to kind of repeat that process. He looked at me like I was so weird. He was like, well, I was like 16. So yes, I did. Me and Kayla had this debate a lot because she's like, you didn't know what you wanted to do. I was like, this is what I said when I was like 16. And that's what I did. But I also had a lot of great influences. My father, my brother built apartments. I do say that on the channel a lot. My brother built apartments at 21, got stressed out with them at 23 and sold them. And then he went from 23 and sold them, put a little bit of money in his pocket. He made money on the deal. But then now at 39, he started doing a shopping center. So he jumped ahead, he did a lot more. But like, what if he'd have just done that little bit all the way, 1 unit, 2 units, every 2 to 5 years, every year? What could he have really accomplished with all that extra income by not elevating his lifestyle and then just letting it explode? Because like me, I do not take a salary from Main Squeeze, which does get stressful. I'm not going to lie. It does get stressful when you do crazy stuff like me. Like you just keep working and then you don't take any salary from it. You don't use an expense account for it. So I live off of my salary at the store, at the dealership. And I don't use all of that either. Sometimes I do. It feels like I call it, spending, but it's investing is what it is. But Main Squeeze, all the money goes into that to get to more stores. Real estate, all the money goes into that to build more properties. And so I think it works out. I'm so sorry for talking so much. I don't want to not answer most of your questions. Let's see. Answer that one. Do you love me? Yep. I love the entire channel. I think it's awesome that we have such a positive community. I very, very, very much appreciate each and every one of you. And I don't want you to think that's fake. That is so real. Like when we started this channel, we had like 2 people watching it. Like actually, so cool news is when we first started, our first like 3 videos all got like 500 views. And then it tapered down and it was a battle to get like 1,000 subscribers. I was so thankful from everybody from the first subscriber all the way to the 1,000th subscriber. And then now all the way to 75,000 subscribers. Thank you so very much. I very much appreciate y'all. And I really want to do this for a very long time, if not ever. As long as YouTube's around, it's been around forever. YouTube is a powerhouse. It's kind of crazy how that works. Let's see. Yeah. So let me read that again just to make sure I've got it. So like, was there a specific moment where everything was just clicked and that's what you knew? So yeah, let me read that last part one time. Yeah. So once again, I've been very blessed. My brother, I have 3 ways that I think. The first way is that I watched that brother struggle and he was doing fine, but he was renting to his friends and his friend, I love all my friends. I would rent to them, but they are also the first ones to be like, oh man, can you help me out? Can you help me a little bit? And like, I want to help, but at the same time, I have, obligations to the bank and things like that. So, and I love to give, you guys know that, but you still got to pay the note. So anyway, he would have people that wouldn't pay him and he was so stressed out, and he built them in such a great location. And he built also probably too many. Grant Cardone says, oh, build 16 or more. Truth be told, start out with 1. Start out with a duplex. If you do a duplex, about the same price as a single family home, and then you got double the units. It just makes sense. And so if you're 50% unrented, you still have 1 paying the note or most of the note to where you don't get, slammed. And so anyway, his experience taught me a lot. Then my other brother, Ryan would buy a house. Like at 25 years old, he lived at the house with mom and dad. And then he moved out at 25, right? He stayed longer than most. And then he just built this beautiful house. Like he had saved his money and he always wanted to live on the water. And then someone came, says, "Hey, I'll buy your house." I'm like, here's a big old check. And he sold it. And then he would just live in a shoebox, or he would live in whatever the best deal was. And that's what I do. The last house, this house is big. Y'all saw the home tour. This house is like 3,600 square feet, I think. And we've I got another announcement going on. So we've already hit our 2 years. So every 2 years, just like he did, I will sell my home and I move. So on this house alone, I'm going to make like 120,000 bucks. And all I did was buy it, because I bought it for 480,000 and it's worth about 600, 630, depending on how it works out. It might be worth more than that while it's crazy market, but we will see. And I'll share it all with you. And then the third thing, my father, he died at a young age, but he gave everything he had. He wanted you to be better than you wanted to be. And so how hard he was on us, I absolutely use that same determination. So those are the three things that really made me click. But I've been around very successful people. I've been around people that will push you. I've been around people that have made mistakes. And every time they make a mistake, I learned from their mistake. So that way I didn't have to make the same one. So that's why I try to do here on the channel. If I make a mistake, I share it. When I have a problem that happens, I share it. Even if it's like a weird video, like this leak happened and like, this is what I didn't know. And I want you to see that even if it gets 2 views, it helped 2 people that are interested in that subject to where they can go and maybe get their click to where they know. All right, let's see here. Not doing so hot answering 5-minute long answers with every answer. Let's see. Collect. Oh, Collecticon. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, let me see. I don't see. I think he commented lower. So let's see. Gary. So I think it's next Saturday and Sunday. So I will be there. And Gary will be there for sure. I am going to talk to my boss, which is Kayla, and I will see if we're allowed to go. She loves stuff like that. So I think we'll be okay unless we have something going on. What music do I like? Also, a weird fella. I like anything that sounds good. On my Jeep right now, my musics are pop rocks because I like good old music that's from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Pretty cool. I also like bands like Breaking Benjamin. I like heck, I've even been jamming to what's the one that Money, something about money, Justin Bieber's new song. That's a pretty good song. I listen to everything. So as long as it's pretty cool. Some things I have a good beat and I try not to listen to them too much because the new music these days, family channel, but I still enjoy it. I just try not to, listen to the lyrics too much because it'll get you kind of down. Let's see here. Is there any way I can send you a photo about my first Pokemon card? So I will try to figure that out. Part of the reason for the Facebook group. So I guess just hold that thought. The Facebook group, I have an email that I set up, but or just trying to figure it all out too, and like stay afloat with all the stuff that we have going, because I've gotten now to where I'm posting 3 videos a week, and then I try to throw in like 1 or 2 more just as little bonuses in case you want to see my face again. I don't know if you do. If you don't, I apologize. But yeah. So we're definitely working on that. Yeah. As long as you are okay with me testing the app, I thought it was cool and we talked about it. I would absolutely love to be in that same crew. And I tell you, you allowing me to do that means a lot. I was featured on Pokemon Classics channel. He's got like 2,700 subscribers, so go subscribe to him. Super knowledgeable. He's got pretty clean content, keeps a level head, and he put my video in there. So Gary actually sent it to me, and I just thought it was really neat. So anytime you guys include me in something like that, I think it's awesome, and I would love to try to help. Within reason, right? It's because there's only so much time in the day. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know if we have a ton of people from India that comment. I see so many from all over the world. So it's a great feeling that people want to watch us from everywhere. So I love it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what are you planning on doing with your studies in math? I love that. Being smart with numbers and equations is definitely useful. So I love it. Yeah. So as far as people switching jobs, so I am a level-headed thinker as far as what I think I know. My opinions are pretty solid because I work. I call it a 9 to 5. Anybody in the car business, please don't roast me for saying it like that. It's just I'm used to YouTubers saying, I still have my 9 to 5. But yeah, I mean, we work so much in the car business. So when you work in the car business, you get to meet everybody. Like if you're a real estate agent, typically someone has to show up with like a pre-approved letter to talk to you. In the car business, you get the full spectrum. You get people that can't afford the car that they're looking at. You get people that can't afford any car, which is sad. And then you get people that could buy the store that you work at. So you get full spectrum. So my thoughts on people quitting jobs. I'll tell you this. First part to that, I watch people job hop in the car business all the time. I actually have a friend of mine who works in the car business. He was 19 when I met him. He actually, I'll make sure I tell him he's in this video. But I got him off of probably Graham's page, I think is what had happened. And he was, you know, uh, in a bad mood. And so I said, hey, this. I gave him a little bit of a motivational text. And then he was like, well, this. I told him, said, read the book, how to sell 100,000, how to make $100,000 in car sales by Joe Verdi. And he was like, I don't read. I was like, do you like YouTube videos? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, here's an audiobook. It's like listen to a podcast or watching a YouTube video with no picture. So boom, there you go. And he was like, you got me. And he read the book and he did well and he improved his sales. And lately he's found himself moving jobs. And I know I'm talking about the car business. I'm putting it right here, but I'm gonna expand on it. And so he put himself moving jobs and he found that he's having a harder time getting his quotas and this and that. And this is what I told him. Find a job that pays you a good pay plan, right? So I'll tell, everyone, I'll get to that in a second. And so I was like, if you keep moving, especially jumping brands, people can't follow you, right? If you can sell somebody a Chevy and they love their Chevy, they have to love you more than that Chevy. So why not just stay in the same ballpark, do this and this? And I watch people that job hop. And so what I'll say is there's 50 and 60 and 70-year-old people in the car and they are trying to make it happen again, at a brand new job site. And it doesn't really work. You got to find a place and you got to be passionate about that place and you got to keep pushing. Now, if that place doesn't treat you well and there is a better, yeah, I get that. But you got to be smart and find the right job for you, the right fit for you, and the place that you can turn into a career. Now, when somebody comes to poach you and they're like, look, how much do you make? And you're like, 45,000 a year. And they're like, I want to pay you 80. Before you just go, done. Make sure that company's going to be in business for the next 10, 15 years too. So you got to make sure you put your faith in someone that is going to take care of you and you also take care of them, which it's a mutual benefit. So as far as the world job hopping, it does make me nervous because, if you're quitting because, you got to go back to work, that's another thing. After all this shutdown, it scares me about, everybody going back to work and being, trying to get back in that motion because that's going to be tough. If I was in my PJs for 6 months straight, I'd like them PJs, right? I'd have to go run more than I already do. Let's see. So yeah. So as far as video tours, let's see. Yeah. So, videography is big. It the bad part about videography is it's a very competitive market. You wouldn't think it is, but people about 4 or 5 years ago were all buying like the 360 cameras and the better cameras. It's kind of like YouTube. Everybody's like, "What? I could be a YouTuber." And then it's so hard. Don't get me wrong. It is so very hard. It's very rewarding and I love it, but it is absolute work. Like getting a video, getting it right, trying to make sure it's quality material is tough. And so just be careful because I found an amazing videographer and photo taker for my properties. And like now he gets all my business because he has a drone. And for like $210 to $250 to $100, depends on the range. Like you get the nice photos, you get like the property photos, then you get like drone photos and everything else. So he stair steps you. I'm not exactly sure what we pay because it's so worth it. Because now people go, what in the world? Look at that property. So it's better than just like, I used to try to take my photos and get my angles and make it right. I can't touch this guy. He is awesome. So like, me and Kayla have a lot that we're about to put up for sale. Spoiler alert, you'll see more of that, but we are going to be moving, not from Louisiana, but we're going to be moving. So more on that in a month or so, because we got to close first. And I don't want to share anything and it not work out. But been looking for a house for a while because once I hit my 2 years, time to move. But yeah, as far as that, he's gonna be taking photos of that lot. And Kayla was like, "Why'd you do it at the lot?" I was like, "Because he's gonna make the lot look amazing, because it is. But like my little photo is not gonna do nothing compared to what he would do." So anyway, yeah, definitely a good side hustle, but it's so expensive to get into it. So just make sure that you're gonna put the commitment into doing it. Let's see. I'm gonna try and answer these a little faster because I am taking forever on these answers. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If not, I apologize. Let's see. If I respond, you'll see it later. Okay. Well, good night. Let's see. Yo, so what we doing here? I don't know. I just was doing Q&A, asking you to, ask me whatever you're thinking and or any of your goals. Serious question. Does it make sense to spend all of your cash to buy a home outright? Okay, I didn't know if we were going with Pokemon cards, King. I thought you were going to mess with me. Home outright or low interest rates? Yeah. So for sure, don't pay cash for your home. 30-year interest rate, like the house I'm buying, my rate's pretty fair. We're getting 2.75, and that's for a jumbo. So just it's going to be a nice home. There's also going to be a renovation on it because it's an older home. It's a 2000 build, 1999, 2001, something like that. And so, yeah, I am definitely financing that. 20% down is something that I try to teach on the channel as much as possible. Something that Graham didn't teach as much in the very beginning, but he fully believes in it. And so 20% down escapes something called PMI, private mortgage insurance. And when you do that, you eliminate, okay, let me explain what private mortgage insurance is for anybody that's not sure. PMI is 1% of the sell price, right? Of your financeable sell price, right? Or the financed amount, sorry, sell price. Financed amount. And then it's taking that and dividing it over 12 months. So whatever you buy a house for, you're paying an extra 100, 150, sometimes even more per year and per month. And that adds up to $1,200, $2,400, $3,600, and that eats up what you're able to buy. So with low interest rates, 20% down, now is the time to buy. And if it's your first time, I'm okay with you doing 5% down so you can learn, but don't try to keep branching out and keep going. Save that money. Do the $27.40 a day. Build that stuff. Sell some Pokemon cards. Don't be mad at me, King. But I mean, you could sell each Pokemon card is like an apartment complex. So I'm just saying, we could do a video, right? But yeah, so definitely do that. And by all means, I think that would be super smart because rates are. This is the lowest I've ever seen rates. I'm only 31. Not saying I've seen the whole world, but wow, 2.75 on a house, 2.6. My nephew, he's 22 years old. Little brat just bought a house. Oh, I'm so proud of him. And he got a 2.6. I was like, you got a better rate than me. But my banker, after I complained, was like, well, you're financing more. I was like, whatever, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah. It's definitely tough. So Donna's goal is right now to find work and an apartment, and she was left stranded. And her ex, oh wow, that's so sad. Yeah. Right now it's a touchy subject. It is tough out there, but I can assure you, I don't know where you live, but I mean, people are looking for employees left and right. So make sure you're out there applying. Get on LinkedIn. try to put your name out there and send that app 5 or 6 times a day to different companies, because whatever your skill set, there is a job out there waiting for you. And if I'm, once again, I've said this a lot, and I'm not trying to be any way, shape, or form, critical of a situation. But if you're living in an area that's tough, move. Try to go to find a place like Houston or Louisiana, or somewhere that has a good solid economy, that's looking for employees, because there's a lot of opportunity out there, if you keep chugging along for it. So I do, Don, I really do hope you get all that together, and I wish you the absolute best. You want to be something that is not possible. Well, I'd love to know what that is, right? Let's see. As long as it's Family Channel related. Let's see. Stu- Student loans. Oh, yeah. So, as far as student loans, I think student loans are a huge issue. I'm not going to be the poster person for forgiveness and things like that, because we all make choices, and I do feel that accountability is a huge one. As far as would you pay them down, so it depends on your interest rate. So mega thing to always do: if you have credit card debt, pay it off first, because they want 15, 10, 25%, on credit card debt. And so I try to pay off mine every single month. I do have a business. And one thing about me, even if it hurts me a little bit, all of my businesses have to perform on their own after 6 months of me creating it. Now, would I not bail it out? Sure. But I can't go broke just writing checks to a business. So it has to start taking care of itself, which does mean at a point, from after that 6, 8 months, if a business is brand new, and I will loan it money if I want to do like advertising campaigns and it can't afford it or something like that, but not because it just can't pay its bills. I put all my effort into it. I hustle as hard as I can, and I make sure I try to make everybody raving fans about us, in everything that we do, from Navarre Ventures Real Estate to Main Squeeze Juice Company in Texas to all the other things that we do. So anyway, yeah, definitely would say pay that off first, because it's kicking your butt. And if your student loans are second, pay those off second. But yeah, another thing on student loans, and this, if you went to a fancy college and things like that, just understand that, I think everybody that has been to college, everybody that's going to college, is starting to learn that, college isn't the be all end all. I think what happened was that, in the 40s, when people were going to war and 18-year-olds were going to war and being put on the front lines, when they came back, they were like, I want my children to have a better life than I wanted to. I didn't get to go to college. You go to college. That's how you make a lot of money. And so the boomers either sent their children or they couldn't. So they told their children, like, I wish I could have sent you to college, send your children to college. And then now everybody's sending their children to college, which kind of eliminates the part in the market for it. And then you got to be careful too, because Kayla has 2 degrees, and she works for me, and she chooses to work for me, but at the same time, she has a psychology degree, and so she could go work in the school department, but she makes more being a real estate agent. So try to find a targeted degree too that'll help you pay down that student loan when you get done with it, because I've seen a lot of that stuff on student loan debt. It's terrible. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, misery loves company, and you got to watch out. So if you hang around 5 negative people, you're the sixth. If you hang around, 5 confident people, you're the sixth. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you're the sixth. Now, it doesn't just happen like that. Nothing happens like that. But I do believe that if we take accountability for the situation we're in, like when I make a mistake, it is my fault. If Kayla made the mistake, she still works for me. She represents me. And I put that on my shoulders. I take it off of her. She still learns from it. I'm not taking it away. I'm not taking the pain away from it. We have a discussion about it. We talk about how I'm glad it happened with me and not with a different client, because I will understand and I love you. But we got to move forward, and we got to make sure that we never allow that mistake to happen again and turn it into a learning experience. So once you make learning experience and you learn from it, you won't make that mistake again, or at least you'll make it less. And so when we have accountability, then we know we can move forward. So we are at almost 40 minutes. So we are going to go until, where's my clock at on the computer? I think it's hidden. So we're going to go until like 6:25. So I'm going to try to catch up on these. I keep saying that, but it takes forever. Yeah, yeah. So I appreciate you getting the first comment on Mr. Beast's video. Yeah, on his comment. That was awesome. And you know, somebody said that that's like having a million view video. I don't know what it's like to a million view video, but I thought it was cool that he commented. Graham thought it was cool that he commented. King Pokemon thought it was cool. He commented. So I shared it with Jack. He thought it was cool. I was and when I'm sending out texts like that and bothering everybody, I didn't even look what time it is because they are 2 hours. Behind me. So in the mornings, I like, nope, not going to send that. That's going to bother them. They're going to wake up. I try not to bother everybody. Let's see. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Daniel Sand Vlog TV. I don't know if y'all have heard that before, but he won $1,000 here on the channel. So what's up, Daniel? Let's see here. He says, my biggest goal at the moment is to raise an amazing son and give him a great life. 2 more months before I met him for the first time, getting nervous, man. I love it. Congratulations, sir. And I hope that that not only do you raise him right, but don't spoil him. Don't let him go without, but you don't spoil him. Make him earn it. You know, make him mow that grass. I like it. You know, I think we're all having PTSD because I said make him mow that grass. Like I hated it too. Don't get me wrong. Let's see here, but you gotta do it. You know, you want $20? Go earn that stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Oh no. Wait, hold on. I have a ton of Pokemon cards being held hostage at my mother's house. No. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Why? Do you have like the $1 million Charizard and she didn't want you to sell it? What is going on? Oh yeah, don't let her win. That's so not cool. Yeah, and your name's Logan too, so you probably have the Charizard. I'm just saying. Oh, hey, look. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Please okay, I'm embarrassed. Okay, so there's context behind this, but I made me a Logan Paul Diamond Marowak. So yeah, there's a video coming Monday, and yeah, when King sent me that photo, that video last night of Pokemon Classic, I thought it was the Logan Paul video. I was like, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you watched it and you got it right," but I have my guesses, my 3 guesses and 1 bonus on why. And yes, I made it a skit with me arts and crafting this, poking fun at Logan Paul. But yeah, so that will be fun. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. But that's Monday's video. Let's see here. So, sup Grant, I got into the rental real estate game and owning 3. Hoping to buy 2 more this year. So yeah. So you threw some numbers in there, so I was trying to make sure I caught on to what you were saying, but you were just explaining. I love it. Yeah. And 20% ROI is amazing. Cash on cash. I like that you put cash on cash on there. That's how I do my purchases. Everything's about how much and how long it's going to take to put that cash back in my pocket. So if you're seeing, I hate to say like 6, but 6 to 10%. I'm aggressive. Okay. I'm very aggressive. I also bought some more apartments that you'll see here on the channel. So I do hope you guys enjoy the real estate side of my channel. And all it is, like, this is what I'm doing. Learn from it, enjoy it in case you ever do it. And I hope it helps. But yeah, as far as should you wait or pull the trigger for it, there's a deal out there all the time. Okay. You need to stay tuned for, and I'm so sorry. We're going to be launching those videos, like in late July, early August. And the reason is because with my real estate, I have to get it, redo it, and then have all the videos for you. So I want to get to where I can show it to you sooner, but let's just put it to you this way. I shared it on the community post. I can say this, no big deal. I just try not to, So I bought 13 apartments for $880,000 this month. Okay. I'm closing on the 25th. I haven't shared more than my group. And I haven't shared it more than the real estate mentorship mastermind page. No, not the mentorship page, the mastermind page that Graham has. And I just put a lot of time and effort in that page. And so, yeah, the deals are always out there. You just have to find a way to make them happen. I paid literally $67,000 a unit and they're rented and ready to go. So I would just, as long as the deal is right, and the day that you fall in love with a property is the day you pay too much. So be careful with that. Keep your brain out, your brain in it, but your heart out of it. And I don't mean that as like not passion. I just mean that you fall in love with that property and the buyer's like, and the seller's like, all right, $6 million, you can have it. And it's worth 4, I know that's being drastic. The property's worth $300,000 and the buyer's like, look, I got 10 offers, 350 and it's yours. And you pay that. Oh, I know it's a business, but man, that scares me. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. But if it's a deal, done. So what I do is I don't want to make this whole real estate live, but what I do is I have set ideas of what I'm willing to spend. I've spent over it when I was kind of learning, and when I was learning into bigger deals. And unless I'm putting a business in it, I will not overspend. I will walk away from the deal and tell the person that's buying it, congratulations. I don't want to make someone else a ton of money. I want a fair deal, fair for me, fair for them. Positivity is key. Now, Rock, I love you, right? That's awesome. I agree. It's amazing. Let's see. Same. I turned 32 in October. So Donna, I feel you. 32 years old, almost 32 years old, right? We're right there. And you turn it in October. I turn it in September. I'm a little older. And look, I'm pretty positive that was you earlier. I wish you the absolute best. And I do hope that it all starts to turn around. But I know that you're going to make it turn around. I have all the faith in that, right? Because you're on a podcast, not a podcast. You're on a live right now. You're asking questions. You're talking about it. And I know that means you're going to start doing stuff about it. And I love it. You look young. Yeah. So you are 32 as well. Yeah. Look at that. Everybody thinks I'm old. Because I make my dad jokes and then like people think I'm Dylan's dad and I'm not. That hurts. No, I'm just kidding. That hurt. I think it's funny. Okay. All right. In Minecraft, that's a positive. Okay. I'm not going to say the first part, but you're playing some Minecraft. I don't really understand. I know who Technoblade is, but I besides watching Mr. Beast, I don't really know what. Oh shoot, what happened? Let's see. I lost my place. Greetings from Portugal. Hey, how are you? Hey, ... to you as well. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate all the comments, all the support. It really means a lot. Do you make? Oh no. So it said, do you make much through YouTube yet? No. And when I got an editor, I actually lose money a month, but that's okay. The weighing of the editor part, when me and Dylan met, we met at a coffee shop. He found me. He was buying a car at the store, and somebody was like, "Hey," Joe Tyson actually was like, "Hey, you need to link up with Grant. He's been working on YouTube." And when Dylan came on the channel, we had like 10,000 subscribers or so, and we did some collabs, and it was a really good time. And he got me listen to BTS. BTS Butter. I enjoy the song. It's not my favorite out of the last 3 they've released, but it's crazy that it grows on me every time I listen to it. So I've been jamming that as well. Dylan, it's so fun to watch him listen to it because like I'm big fan of BTS now, but like Dylan is a big fan. Like I don't fanboy over much. Like Meet and Graham was probably the one that threw me off a little bit, but and that's why we were like super tight now. Like I go to Vegas to hang out with Graham and it's become a great friendship. And I hope to do the same things with Andre and Jeremy Financial Education. And there's a couple other things that have been going on too. So with Steve has said some great things about me, and we are looking for another mutual date to go back and do some cool stuff as well. I really hope. Okay, so I'll say this on the live. I do hope Steve has a team, and his team might not let us do the Mr. Beast reaction video. I am waiting patiently to know if I can have it. And so the next time I go, we will be better prepared and have this stuff approved ahead of time. But I was just so happy that he did a video with us in the first place. So they are holding that video. So it'd be so great because I think Mr. Beast would actually watch that video, especially since he just commented on mine. So that would be cool. But yeah, as far as money, I do it for the love of it. I don't do it for the money, but I do think it'd be cool to be able to make more. Also, I almost wore a pink shirt today. So the breast cancer fundraiser that I do, hold on one second. Let me grab whatever one of these might be the right one. I think this one was from 2 years ago. Yeah, 19. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's backwards. So what if the reverse side? What? I think that works. Okay. So yeah, so it shows that we've raised $218,000 in 5 years. And so this year, just like last year, I'm going to donate all the channel revenue to it. And I will always donate all channel revenue to, whatever cause on October, just for fun. And it'd be something that hopefully everybody can get behind and things like that. And hopefully I do breast cancer. I've been doing it for that was 19. So I think this is my 7th year to do it and our biggest year ever. So I'll tell you this, we raised $2,700 the first year. This is a pretty cool story. $2,700 the first year I did it. I was like 24, 25. And so the second year I got excited. We raised 10 grand and we were 10th in the nation, which was neat. That part doesn't matter, but it makes me happy because I like awards. I'm weird, right? I'm a people pleaser by nature. And that's, just kind of how I am. Then the next year we raised $28,500. The following year, $75,000. And then the year after that was 106. Now that was a 19. And then this past year we raised 11 because everybody was hit by 2 hurricanes, the shutdowns, everything that was going on with the illness. So I did not want to bother my friends for money and beg and plead like I've done in all years past. This year it's on. So we have a golf tournament, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be super epic, and it might have already been full from all the chatter that I've been hearing because we really do a good job. And maybe one of these days we can do stuff with you guys. So if y'all can think of anything, start thinking that, because I would love to put some Steve Aoki merchandise up. And I know maybe we don't have a ton of money to donate or this or that, but like, it's for charity. So, I'm not trying to ask you guys to do anything that you don't want to. So if you want to, I would absolutely love to do that. Let's see. Afraid of taking risk. So, and I'm glad that you're actively working on it. So I don't know what risks you're talking about. Probably, I'm pretty sure I had said earlier about like moving locations and areas. And once again, it's hard without a support system that maybe your ex, since from what you had said, it's not really being very helpful. But I am very happy that you were pushing towards, being more, not necessarily risk oriented, but just not leaving anything on the table. Yeah, I think that's great. Getting a job is so hard. Yeah. I hear that sometimes, but like right now, in Texas and here, people are really looking for workers. So it just depends on how much you're looking to make and what skill set you have, because there's a lot of stuff that can be hard. But like car business, there's jobs out there right now. Like you can go get a job. We just hired like 10 more people. I'm starting another class because I don't know if you know this, but I teach people how to sell every single day. So I teach about, let's say we do 8 classes a year and there's like 10 people in per class. So that's 80 new people to 120 new people, because sometimes there's like 12 people, 14 people in my classes. And then I retrain my entire staff all the time, we have like 700 people. It's so crazy, so crazy. And we have 75,000 people that live in this town. So many great things that our company's done. Hello. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Let's see. What dividend stocks and which do you recommend for someone that doesn't have much to spend? Okay. I physically can't answer that as far as giving you financial advice. Let me take a swig to think. But as far as that, I will say this. I do share my portfolio, probably more so than I should. I am trying to be as transparent as possible without like being weird. So definitely you can go watch any of those videos. Also, I am so glad you asked that. So please don't think I'm avoiding it. I do show you everything I invest in. And you know, as far as not a lot of money to invest, you know, understand there's two ways I would do it. And let's talk about like $100. Okay. If I had $100, I would, or if I had two, I would invest $100 in mutual funds, in my opinion. Okay. Don't sue me, bro, like Kevin says. But if I had $100, I would invest in a mutual fund that tracks the S&P 500. S&P 500 historically has gone up over 7% a year, and then you adjust for inflation. So what else I would do is try to diversify the other $100, which we did with Dylan, and he sold his shares. So that's why you hadn't seen Dylan back on the channel in stocks, because he got scared and he sold. So, you know, buy and hold is typically the best way to invest, in my opinion. Right? I'm just a guy on YouTube, you know, and it's like 82 degrees in here, so I'm not sweating, but my AC is on the fritz. Okay, my contractor's coming out here tomorrow. They've been out here yesterday. It cooled, and then meow. And it's a brand new unit. We just paid like $4,500 after the hurricane, because it went out because of the hurricane. So it's not cold. But anyway, yeah, that's what I would do. I would take another $100 and put them separately, and then do, you know, 5 stocks that are $20, and, you know, like cruises, airlines, same things I share, oil and gas. If you want to do oil and gas, you know, if you can buy fractional shares, buy a fractional share of Tesla, you know, do an auto manufacturer, Ford or General Motors, do something like that. And I think that would help you. So yeah, I can't specifically name stuff though, but I do show you everything I do. Yeah. Let me read that again. So was the camera? Oh yeah. So I love it. Yeah, try to stand on your own financially, and then invest to get you a new camera. I think that's cool. You know, I need to start sharing like what I use, but I always think like, why would anybody care what I use? But I do use an A7 III, and I enjoy it a lot. So, have you ever expected your channel to expand into so many countries? No, thought it was really neat. And it's so funny. Like, it doesn't shock me to see Portugal and Spain and, you know, the Philippines. It doesn't shock me to see that, because that's been happening since like day one. So I don't know. It's literally been since day one. There's one commenter that I wish would come back. I need to go back to like 40, 50. Oh, almost time too. We've already had like maybe 100. I don't know. I've 150 videos or something like that on the channel, but I haven't seen her in so long, and she was so supportive. Let's see. Thoughts on buying rentals around military bases. So we have military bases here, so I could probably give you an idea on that. My opinion on that, absolutely, as long as it's not just based on a military base. If you do something because of a school, if you do something because of a military base, you have one chance to rent it. So be careful. I would just make sure that there are other opportunities, and then make sure that that you do your research and make sure your numbers are right. Yep, cash on cash, you know, ROI, whatever you like to do. Caps are basically for 10 units or more, 8 units or more. I wouldn't use it on anything less than that. Maybe a fourplex, maybe, but cap rates aren't my favorite way to determine stuff. Did you guys get much of the oh yeah. So I had total losses. We had 2 hurricanes hit us. Hurricane Laura, which is the biggest one to hit the United States since like 1800s, 1854. It was bad. Hurricane Laura had winds of 181 miles per hour gusts, consistent winds of 150 miles per hour. I've got some videos on that if you want to go check it out, just what a hurricane will do. And then after the hurricane, we had 2. We had Hurricane Laura and then Delta. Laura beat us up. Delta finished us off. It was so sad. I had two total loss. Well, they don't really have total losses in cars. They do that there in houses, but I had two that I had to completely gut. And sadly, I'm having to fight one of them because one of them is completely destroyed from the floors, the walls, the roof, the ceiling, the everything. And they gave me like 30 grand. I was like, oh, thanks. It's insured for 100 and I can't fix it for less than 80. But we're working on that. Maybe I'll make a video on that one as well. Let's see. My father runs an oil and gas business. I am going to get in the business. I wanted to ask what you would do. Should I keep it or sell the business? Okay, so hold on. My father runs an oil and gas business, and I'm going to get the business. I get into the business. Well, so if you're not currently working at it, and you don't know the ropes, but you didn't put that in there. So if you are currently working at it and you are proficient at what you do and you are going to expand it, take care of the people, make it rock, make it roll, absolutely. And keep it. In the event that, you're concerned, in the event that you're not just like nervous, as Donna said earlier, taking risks. If you, because my father passed away when I was 26. And, I kept pushing, I kept doing, and I was ready when he passed. I didn't flinch one time. I just kept going, kept doing everything he ever taught me. But as far as that, that's a tough one. That would be some things for you to think about. But at the same time, if you want to just retire and let someone else take care of it, and you're going to get a premium for it. I mean, it sounds like a good problem to have. And, you just gotta weigh those options. I would say write them down and then go back to them later. Just my opinion. I would write them down because Dave Ramsey does give pretty solid advice when he says, like, if you inherit money, put it away for 6 months. Stay the same person you are after you have it. Not like I'm gonna win the lottery. Like, boom, you get some money, put it away for 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, and then just learn everything you can about that particular thing that you want to invest in or keep. And that way you can make it last for the rest of your life or help you along the way. Because you don't want to get it, sell it, blow it, and then, you wasted the gift that you were given. Definitely don't want to do that. Let's see here. I'm gonna Miss Donna. Let's see. I like your name. All right. Chats about all things. Let's see. Sheltered. Yeah. Feel you. I was too. And not to the point where like it was, weird or anything. I was just sheltered. I did a lot of things late. I've never been my father and my mother got divorced when I was 11. And then of course he died when I was 26. But when he left, I grew up fast and, made sure I took care of mom, said hang out with the buddies. So yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I love that you have great work ethic and you were slowly learning, right? You gotta speed up that slowly though, because I say this a lot. Let me read the rest of it and I'll say this. Yeah, no credit card. No, not as far as no credit, but you have no clue about credit or credit cards. Any advice? Okay. So I've got a video I'm working on. I'll tell you this little bit, and I'll try to remember that other part that I was going to share with you. So as far as credit, go see, and this could be completely terrible advice, but this is how I got a credit score. And once again, we are 32. I think we talked about that. And when I was younger, I went to Whitney Bank. Okay, Hancock Bank is what it's called now, Whitney Bank, or both. I think they actually kept both names. And so they had overdraft protection. I'm actually making a video on this if it's still there. I've already put in calls to people that work there. So I'm spilling some beans on a video. You guys are getting it out of me over here. And I think we're past time, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer. I'm enjoying this. And so what ended up happening was I got overdraft protection. They put it on my credit as a credit limit. Okay. So it was like a credit card, but it was in my overdraft. And so I never abused it, never repoed it, never did any of that stuff. If I used it, I paid it off just like a credit card. And I ended up having a 740 credit score, even though it was limited. Okay. So that's about as much as I'll share today because credit is infinite. Credit is very, very complicated, but it's not. It just has a few basic principles you have to learn. Basically, if you borrow something, pay it back. Make sure you pay it on time. And I'll say this, if you miss a car payment, that will hit you up to about 100 to 120 points. If you miss a house payment, that will hit you from 100 to 150 points. And unless your credit score is extremely weak, then it'll hit you even harder. Use mint.com, something like that, as my opinion on a way to track your credit score. And also understand, if you get a house payment, if anybody has a mortgage out there and you miss a house payment, you cannot buy a home for, I think, 12 months, but it's for sure at least 6. So be careful with that. How do I feel about Mr. Beast? I think Mr. Beast is amazing. I think he is a very nice and genuine person. I do not feel that anything Mr. Beast does is fake. I do feel that he gets a little weirded out. Like when people touch and hug him, I think he likes it, but he might be a little insecure or something like that, because he's just like, oh yeah, cool. And I know he enjoys the effect of giving, but I don't know if he enjoys the praise that comes with it. I'm like that too. If you give me a present, I am weird. You're like, hey, Grant, I got you this. I'm like, thank you. I'm not. I am words of affirmation. If you look into the 5 love languages, that's a great thing for you guys to look into. 5 love languages is a good book. Super simple, easy read, that thick. And there's basically 5 principles. And you need to understand how other people tick, whether you're in sales or in a relationship, so you can better serve your consumer or partner. So yeah, because you might be buying gifts for your loved one and they're like, thanks, but all you got to do is go wash the dishes, and you wash the dishes, and then she or he's like, oh, she likes me, right? He likes me, right? When I go wash the dishes, Kayla goes, what'd you do? But I try to do that because it makes her happy. I hate it, but I do it because I love her. Let's see. I think Mr. Beast is absolutely amazing, though. That's what I went off on a tangent. Let's see. My dream car, I don't even know what that is. Is that a Miata? I'm not thinking of it right. I know what a Porsche 911 is. Yeah. So even though I'm in the car business, you would think I would know what every single fancy car is. I know a lot of them, but I am proficient in the less expensive cars. If you ever see me with a car that's fancy, it's going to be maybe a McLaren, maybe a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Other than that, my favorite car, I'll tell you this right now, I've had 2 of them, is the 69 Camaro from Chevrolet. Ooh, it's like, everybody remember Tool Time? Ho, 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 ho. All right, Tim the Toolman Taylor. I enjoy, not that he had one in the show, I just enjoy it. It's the most amazing car. I've had 2 of them and sold them over the years just to do more real estate. And now that I could buy one tomorrow, I just don't really spend the money, but I might. They're not super, super, super expensive. You can't finance them or anything, but I love them. I do love them. Let's see, CM Retro Gaming. Okay, I'll see about looking at. I got to make 2 videos tonight, so I am going to wrap it up. So I might not be able to check that. Let's see here. All right, so I just saw your notification. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's absolutely okay, Adam. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, heart from Germany, love from Germany. Appreciate that. Let's see. Fan from the Philippines. I appreciate that. Hi, how are you? From Vancouver, Canada. I like it. My neighbor up there. I like it. The Canadian market's going crazy on real estate right now too. Let's see. Me, I can't afford a car. Well, we gotta figure out how to get you going. We do. We gotta get that positive thinking going. I understand that. So I have 10 dogs, so I understand the need to walk them. Let's see. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Can I explain dividend stocks and what you would recommend for someone to invest? I think I did that one. I did that one. As far as dividend stocks, that's just a company that will pay you a percentage for investing in that company. But as far as that, I did already kind of cover that. I think it was the same person, so maybe they didn't hear me. Yeah, job hopping is not too good. I agree with that, but I do understand that some people are going to go for better opportunities. Better opportunities are one thing. If you're making, 8, 10, $12 an hour and somebody offers you, 30, 40, and the opportunity is going to last. I understand if you're making $40,000 a year and somebody's going to offer you 80 and the opportunity is going to last. I agree with that, but I have seen some people that thought the grass was greener on the other side and it was spray painted. because people are fake all the time. I try not to ever be fake. If I'm fake, I clickbaited one title and it got 50% dislikes, and like it was just being funny. And I made a skit that was the end of whatever. It's fine. Those dislikes will maybe one day go away. First time you ever seen me live? Awesome. I enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you. You think I'm an intelligent person. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you watching me on YouTube. I do hope that that I know what I'm talking about on some things. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. But no one will work harder for me to find answers if they can benefit the group or whatever, So I do very much appreciate that. So yeah, so I think that question's to everybody. It says, guys, 6 months until 2021 is over. What are you going to do? I love it. Make sure that you are pumping out that $27.40 a day. I know I'm really looking forward to making a follow-up video to that. I need to figure out if I'm going to make a follow-up video, just asking like, hey, maybe we do a live? That's smart. We'll do a live on that. Hold on. I'm going to write that down. I'm a nerd. Right? 27.40 follow-up live. That's smart. Boom. That way we can maybe tell people on the community post it's coming, and if they're still watching, they can check it out. Oh yeah, the dance BTS. Me and Dylan were supposed to do that, and then like the world ended. Not really, but the two hurricanes. Like I don't know if y'all saw this. And I was kind of hoping Shelly would jump on Shelly's Millions. Shelly gave me one of the coolest compliments I've ever gotten. And so Shelly said, Grant, excuse me, sometimes I get down. Sometimes I don't want to make a video, make a post to hit a deadline. And then she's like, you had, I won't say the word, the illness, right? I remember when I talk like that, everybody, it was so bad. And it almost killed me. I don't know if I can say the word killed on here. That's probably not good, but I just don't want the channel to ever get hurt for me saying goofy stuff. But it almost took me out. And so I was in the hospital, double pneumonia, sepsis, and I had a few videos that we had made ahead of time. We still had like 10 left, like some fun ones, and I was kind of apologizing. I'm still getting dislikes while I'm trying not to let the illness take me. So I had double pneumonia. My body went septic. I was so bad. What a great diet, though. I won't lie about that. Maybe they can put me in the hospital bed for a little bit just for I don't. That's probably not a healthy way to do it, but regardless. And see, there you go. I'm not perfect. I need to keep running, keep doing, and once you put it on, it's hard to get off. So remember that too, all you younglings out there, right? But yeah, as far as the dance video for BTS, me and Dylan need to talk about it again. And I guess part of it was because I released 2 BTS videos and they did pretty poorly. So I need to. Dylan will get a kick out of that you remembered that. Let's see. And that was Dylan's fault, by the way. Hey, man, how are you? Let's see. New to my channel. All right. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying it. I really do. I really appreciate you being here. The best books to read on stocks and shares where you can learn from. Okay, my opinion. I say that so much. My opinion is this right here. Okay, my opinion is to do. Okay, if you can afford to invest $100, you can afford to do $200. That's what I would do. Let's just and once again, please always keep in mind if I say $100 and that's too much or that's too little, do more or do less. Okay, so just remember that when I'm giving these answers, because some people be like, "But Grant, that's too much." But Grant, that ain't nothing. I'm like, oh, I can't cover 97 amounts every time I make a video. And people that don't watch the video, I always kind of like try to cover it. So I'm like, hey, if you'd have watched this part, you'd know, right? Yeah. Anyway, so if I'll say it one more time because I did say it earlier in the live stream, and I've got closer on the amount of people I'm trying to answer. So maybe my opinion, all right, this is what I would do: $100, $100 if you can do that, 50 and 50 if you can't, 25 and 25 if you can. Put it in a mutual fund that tracks the S&P. It'd be my opinion, not telling you how to invest your money, not telling you a mutual fund to buy. I will recommend them on later videos and channel stuff because I am trying to do that. And then do the other part, and then invest it, whether you do dividend stocks, whether you do growth stocks, whatever you plan on doing. Buy stuff in different sectors. So if you only have $50 to invest, maybe invest in 2 companies that are $25 shares. If you only have $50 to invest, maybe do it in 5 $10 companies. But right now that'd be hard to find some quality $10 companies. But you can find some pretty sweet $20 companies. And so then next month, if you can do it again, put $50, and then watch how they go. Watch how they grow. And never, I didn't say this earlier, never invest more than you're willing to lose, more than you are able to lose, and more than you're going to stomach to lose. Because Dylan did it, came on the channel. He swore to me he wouldn't sell it, and he sold, which don't do that to my channel, right? We were going to share updates on it and just kind of show like Kayla did. Kayla invested, and then she was supposed to invest $5,000. And Kayla has money. She sells me all of my real estate. Kayla is for sure. She's not my sugar mama, but she could be someone. But no, she's mine. Y'all calm down. But what I'm trying to explain is that is my partner. She might work for me and be my assistant, but like me and her, if she can't get paid on a deal, so we always try to work her into all my deals as well. And this last deal, the apartment deal that I was trying to explain to you, I bought 880,000, 13 apartments. They wouldn't pay her because it was such a good deal, but I still wrote her a check for $2,000 to write up all the paperwork and do it. She didn't think that was a lot of money, but like I did. So yeah, difference of opinion. But watch how they track, because Kayla invested over $50,000. I know that's a lot of money, but she's up. She got a brand new $50,000. Everything she's invested in, besides like maybe 5%, she's owned for over a year. So that means she can pay the lesser of the tax. She can pay long-term capital gains on it versus short capital gains, which is probably going to change, but currently is 20%, right? So she'd owe 20% of that $50,000. The rest is hers. So anyway, that is what I would do with it. Just learn by doing it. I've never read a book on stocks, to be honest with you. So never have, probably never will. I read a lot of thought process, mental, thought process, and a lot of positivity is what I read. Like 2 great books. So I have both of them in here. So yeah, so The Millionaire Next Door. Hold on. Millionaire Next Door. And where's my other one? Hold on. This one works too, but here it is. Bam. Okay. These 3. Good news I'm wearing pants, huh? Yeah. Leg reveal. Yeah, imagine if I was like just wearing some boxers like that. All right. So, boom. Chris Hogan's Everyday Millionaire. Great book, right? He talks about, just basic thought processes of the word millionaire that everybody thinks they want to be. Also, I made that last video, which I thought was a great video. I watched it twice, and it's me, so it's weird. But Can Money Buy Happiness? If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's not about being a millionaire. It's about making $75,000 a year or whatever above the median income in your area is for you to survive. So as in like be comfortable, because the root word of happiness is content. And we all think that we can't be happy because we're not Jay-Z on a yacht, making it rain. But the thing about it is, I'm getting all like hyped up and stuff. Sorry. But the thing about it is, it does not take that much to be content. The root word of happy is content. Go watch that video. I think you'll enjoy it. And then The Richest Man in Babylon, Pay Yourself First, main point of that book. And then The Millionaire Next Door. It's not the person driving around in the fancy car, right? It's the person that has the, 2012 Honda Accord with the iPhone, maybe not a 4. Some of them do. But like the iPhone 9, like what is that antique, right? Yeah, that's because that person doesn't spend $1,200 every week on a phone. Anyway, so there's some books. Let's see. Hi, love from Germany. Appreciate that. I should hire Jack. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw the skit on the Sta Family. But that was so much fun. Graham tried to get me, and yeah, we reversed it on him, right? So it was funny when Jack called me, and I was like, "You're trying to prank me?" And he's like, "Why would you ever think that?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been a sales manager for 8 years of my life, and now I'm the director. I get text messages all the time that are kind of like your girlfriend, boyfriend, your partner saying, "Hey, we need to talk." That's not good. That's not a good message, right? Um, because if Kayla told me that, I would call her like 800 times. Like, what are we need to talk about? You okay? Everything fine? What's going on? Why you mad? You mad, bro? Like, I thought you liked me. And she's like, no, we need to talk about this deal. But like, well, then let's say we got to talk about this deal because I think you're trying to like leave me. That's not cool. Don't leave me. I like you. Yeah, if it's not Kayla, guys, nobody. Nope, be single for life, right? Yep. Hard pass. She likes anime. She's beautiful inside and out. Can't do it without her. Yep. Let's see here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, go to sleep. I'm just some dude on YouTube yakking. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you don't enjoy it, I apologize. But I do appreciate it. So supportive in the group. So I'm going to try and answer a few more of these because I see we're 20 people watching. We've been kind of up and down. So let's see here. Yeah. So what would you do if the average house costs 1 million bucks plus in your area? Y'all know. I don't know if y'all want to say it or not, but I would move. I don't want you to have to leave your friends and family, but there are some things. So, for instance, California 5 years ago, okay, you had LA and then you had the outer areas. The outer areas didn't cost that much, okay? So, Ventura and all those places didn't cost as much as LA did. Now, it might be expanding, so then you got to go a little further, okay? So, Houston, Texas is a place that I invest in. It's 2.5 hours away. I'm not there as much as I'd like to be. I'm not there enough because I have a lot of obligations. So, it is tougher to invest somewhere, but you can still get to it in 2.5 hours. Consider doing that or consider moving. That's what I would do because if everything costs 1 million bucks, you're always treading water. It's just too hard. You need to find a place that your skill set's good enough to make that same money in a lower cost to living area. Yeah, I just don't. Like I said, I think in the Can Money Buy Happiness video, I would go vacation back at that place, go visit, make it into a vacation, and enjoy yourself. So hey, I appreciate you being here from the Philippines. We have so many people from the Philippines. I love it. I need to get my closed captions on though, because I've heard that before. I don't know if they're on or not. I gotta improve the channel a little bit on the logistics. Let's see. Yeah, so I've been watching your videos a lot lately, and I've been loving. Hold on, sorry, where'd it go? Ooh, missed it. Loving your help. Thank you. For your help from Australia. I appreciate that. Sorry, I dropped the taskbar. Let's see. Are you going to do a little more live streams in the future? I want to do one a month. I think that's fair. And it allows me to contact you once a month, and we'll do them for like 30 minutes if I'm super busy, or an hour. I would like to do them for an hour if possible. Philippines is cool. I agree. I was there for 19 months back in 2013. I would love to travel some more. I just, like Kayla said, work vacations are better than no vacations. What's up? How are you? Ohio, I am sending 20 to 30 apps a day. That's no good. That's no good that you're working that hard to find a job. That's crazy. Yeah, I see so many companies hiring. It depends on your skill set. Like if you're looking for I guess like YouTube has niches. If you're looking for a specific job with a specific pay, you know, I'm not familiar with every job type because, like I said, car business. There's always a way if you have the personality of a car person. You're good with people, extrovert, introvert. Extroverts are better at paperwork and they're better as an extrovert can always get it done, but an introvert can truly be special because if you learn the characteristics of an extrovert, which is just like, hey, how are you, having a great outspoken personality, but you are an introvert at heart. Oh yeah, you can absolutely dominate some sales. Let's see. What do you think about immigrating to a country that will pay you well above your native country? So I would say, remember I said if I don't know, I would be ignorant to saying it. So I don't want to, I'll give you an idea. I think that's cool. Yeah. If you can find a country that's willing to pay you more and you want to live there, yeah. I mean, if that's the case and it's available, because I know that's not available in a lot of senses, but yeah, that would be great. And also, don't get me wrong. I say don't job hop. I also don't want you to just like, I don't want you to live in a place just because the place makes you happy. The only person that can make you happy, the only thing that can make you happy is you. Remember that. Remember that. Stop looking for happiness in all the wrong places and understand it starts with you. If you like you, others will like you. If you feel good about you, others will feel good about you. If you don't feel good about yourself, we have to figure that out. It starts with positive self-talk. There's so many negative people out there in the world, so many negative people on the internet. And that's why I love our community, because you guys are so very positive and so very uplifting and amazing and supportive. So I do appreciate y'all. Let's see. I am 29 years old. Okay, cool. Okay. Wait. Forbearance paid for forbearance? I don't know what that means. As in like you took forbearance and then paid it off? Okay, now we're going to time. Okay, craziness. Okay, well, hold on, wait. I might not be able to answer this one. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So that was a lot in that message. I didn't quite understand it all because then you went from, yeah, because then you said then you paid for forbearance, then you been to Thailand and Fiji. And that's a lot of money. Okay. But I do appreciate that you like my videos. But yeah, if you ask that question again, I might be able to answer it better because I didn't fully understand it. I live in a country that moving is not a good option when I need. Yeah, and I understand that, when it comes down to it, you just have to either and I'm once again, I'm ignorant to that. I could not tell you what it's like to live in another country that you couldn't move or however. I would say that you just got to do your absolute best to still stay positive and find every opportunity that is out there for you. But once again, yeah. Another thing too is people have to understand that we have and look, please don't think me being political or any of that. I'm not trying to do that here. But please understand that we have to be thankful for the opportunities that we have, whatever they are, right? So if you don't like where you're at, you don't this, you don't that, you have to understand that you still got to be thankful. Like some people always are going to have it worse than you, and you don't have it that bad to an extent. Some people have it really, really bad, but both of Kayla's parents have passed away. She was an orphan, at 26. And some people don't have parents at 3. Some people don't have parents, it's sad stuff. You can always find someone else that has a worse story than you to pick you up. And then you can go, wait. We have this in common. Let me pick you up. So let's try to find common ground to pick each other up and always push forward and try to give everybody the absolute best way to succeed. So I do wish you the absolute best. Yeah, of course. I'm 16. I still haven't picked what I want to be or what I want to do when I get older. That's perfectly okay. I will tell you this, my favorite thing for young people, and I say this on the channel all the time, I'm going to start wrapping it up because I really need to make these videos before the end of the day. Yeah. So, well, I would say this. One of my favorite quotes comes from Joe Verdi. And Joe Verdi says, if you spend 1 hour a day, okay, after 3 years, if you spend 1 hour a day on a specific craft, like if you want to learn sales, if you want to learn real estate, if you want to learn how to be a chemical operator or a chemical engineer, whatever you want to do, you want to be a surgeon. I don't know how many YouTube videos are out there being surgeons, but I'm sure there are some. Okay. And so you learn after 1 hour per day, after 3 years, you will now be a master in that craft. So, or have a master's in that craft, just like in school. So, you're not too young to start learning something. And in the event when you're 17, you go, I don't really care about that anymore. At least you got a whole year of knowledge of that stuff. Now, if all you do is spend it, I'm a nerd. I enjoy like Attack on Titan. I enjoy Dragon Ball Z. If all I ever do is spend all that time on that stuff, I'll have a master's in something that don't matter. So just keep that in mind as a young person. You have the most precious commodity there is in the world, and that's time. So use it wisely. I'm not telling you to sacrifice your childhood just telling you, be strong, be smart, and always learn something productive that can help you later in life, because you got more time than most of us here in this chat. Yeah, student loan is bad, but I do see education as investing yourself 100% as well. Just don't go spend $200,000-$300,000 on a general studies degree. That's all I'm trying to say. And as far as the comment before that, I know you're 16, so make sure when you go to college, you got a pretty good idea what you want to do, because most people spend a lot of money changing their majors over and over and over again, and they got to restart through their basic curriculum sometimes, and they have to restart through their advanced curriculum sometimes. So be careful with that. So, all right, let's see. It is, I'm going to give us 6 more minutes, because I don't think I'll ever be able to keep through all the comments. And we only got 15 people watching. So I do appreciate all 15 of you for staying here this long and listening to me doing some chatter. Let's see. I didn't know your age either. You can always test drive careers. Yeah, there's always that. You can always test drive careers. And just understand that, you got to find a job that pays. I do believe this. You got to find a job that has some kind of incentive program to get you working. You got to find a job that pays you for what you produce, not necessarily what you punch as far as time. But at the same time, if you're paid hourly, but you have bonuses, that's still okay. That's still perfectly okay. If you don't have bonuses, maybe the next time you look for another job, you find something that will pay you bonuses. Even at my juice shop, we have bonuses. Like if you keep a certain sales average, bonus. If you do this, bonus. Like we really try to support people and support the people that are pushing. And some people will be like, why do you only support the people that do this? I'm like, well, we also try to do some other things to support people that are behind the scenes, but like sales is how we survive. So we want people that are going to do that. So we do try to touch every single person, and I don't leave people out whenever we do stuff. So, and I also, if we do like, I think the number is 70,000 a month or 65,000 a month. It's on the calendars. But if we do that, I take them all out for a party and I spend like $1,000 on them. And so like as a team, we do team building stuff with me, $1,000 party, bowling, laser tag. It's fun. It's so fun. I'm gonna do laser tag again with them, because we did laser tag the other day, not with my staff, but with the dealership. I'm still hurting. All that crouching. It was so fun though. What did I do? Oh, I see another one. So maybe that's to that. I saw a job opening that was asking for a master's or PhD. It was offering $13 to $14. That is insane. You are right. Insane. I agree. Let's see here. What time is it? All right, 3 more minutes. Let's see here. Thank you for your input. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see. Sure, I understand. So yeah, you go do your grinding. I may graduate in 2 to 3 weeks. Took 4 years. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Let's see here. Awesome. Building my next 2 rentals. Yeah, I bought the land 6 months ago. Congratulations. Hello, mate. Hello, Mike. Let's see. It's my best friend's birthday. Can you shout out his name? Oh no, I think you're picking on me right there. So no, yeah, you're not being very nice, Mike. Let's see. That's so cool. How are you? How are you? Threw out all of my Pokemon cards 10 years ago, and I looked up. Yeah, that would suck. That would definitely suck. I love your stuff, Grant. There's Mike again. Mike's having a little bit of an afternoon. Let's see. It definitely is cruel to throw away someone else's Pokemon cards. Hey, yeah, magnificent people. Yeah. I do appreciate you being on all of our videos. I appreciate all the comments. I see you on probably every single video lately, and I very much appreciate that. You as well, Adam. Let's see. 37. Yeah. Yeah, so I do see that. Dumpster diving. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do some dumpster diving, especially after all these storms, but maybe too much debris. And then we had a flood and an ice storm. So let's see. This will be probably the last comment. Let's see. I am 29. and complain about being old. Yeah. And let's see. I've played over 150. I don't know what does SNR mean? I don't know. Yeah. Well, hey, Ryan Serhant has gray hair, and he's pretty cool. I'm 34 and I'm trying to grow my wealth fast for my W-2. Heavy in crypto. So yeah, I just got into crypto, got some more crypto videos going. I will say this about your W-2 too. Y'all also had said, job wise. So understand having a W-2 job is easier to purchase something versus a 1099 job. So keep that in mind when you work for yourself. It's a little tougher. And then also another tip for jobs, and this wasn't a question, but I just want to add this part before we go ahead and end the video. But yeah, if you are in sales, if you do choose to take that approach, you have to have 2 years of your sales income, or you can only use your base income. So I thought that'd be a good time to add that in there. And let's just scroll down here randomly and do one last one. Look, I see this one. So let me read these two because these two have a bunch of emojis. Let's see. I'm going to go with this one. So advice to grow on YouTube. Not that I know anything when it comes to that. I should be more assertive on the fact that I do know a good bit, and I spent a lot of time trying things. As far as how to grow on YouTube, first thing, consistency. Also, try to find the message that you want. Try to find that you believe in. Make sure you make content that you believe in and that you enjoy doing. I don't do this for 700 to 1,200 bucks a month. I don't do this for that. I do it for you. I do it for me. I do it for the love of helping and sharing and teaching others. I could go write a book. Nobody would buy it because they don't know who I am. I could go and donate my time, which I already do, to help organizations. I could go and do the stuff with breast cancer, and I do all that as well. I had 2 people call me for donations last week. Helped. But at the same time, I feel like doing and sharing knowledge. I feel like this is my calling, and that's what I want to do. And if I don't know, I'm not going to pretend I know something. So I'm always going to be as upfront with you as possible. So I would be genuinely yourself, and then try to get up to one video consistently a week that people know you're going to be posting, so they can come visit and comment and hang out and do some lives like this and see what your audience is liking. And I think we've had a ton of great comments. So I'm gonna go see. I don't know if I can see them after the live's over. I'm pretty sure I can, and I will go look back through them and see if I missed anything. Hope you guys have an absolute fantastic day. Remember that I 100% believe in you. I know that you can do anything you set your mind to, and never let anyone tell you any differently. I do hope to do these lives more often. So the more positive and awesome comments you guys have, we didn't have too many that I had to skip, but I do hope that we do this more often, at least once a month. And hope you have a fantastic afternoon, and I will see you on the next one. Now, how do I log off? Let's see here. Boom, in stream. See you guys. Have a good day.